What's going on, everybody? It's the Magic Perspective with Alex and Eric, and we're back as the NBA season gets started. Typically, my brother and I would be at the Amway Center doing it for y'all, but seeing as COVID likes to keep people homebound, listen, we're gonna keep hustling and grinding. My brother, how are you, man? What's going on?
I'm good. I felt like flexing the Walter Payton nominee. Mike Evans doing his thing on and off the field. Man, basketball just seems like yesterday. Basketball just ended.
Yeah, you're right. 72 days, I think, is the time frame between LeBron, AD, and the Lakers being crowned champions to now us getting ready and getting set for the 2020-2021 season. So, the schedule has come out. You and I have had a chance to kind of gloss over it a little bit. They drafted Cole Anthony, and I've been on a couple calls with the Magic and just talking to Coach Clifford and the team just about the timing, if you will, the execution of this team, given the shortened season, and more importantly, how everybody's piecing together. But let me get your initial thoughts on what you think so far.
I'm torn.
Okay.
We still have Evan Fournier. We add the addition of Dwayne Bacon. Al-Farouq Amino, for the love of God, needs to be healthy because Lord knows we need the help for Vucevic. We're going to be missing Jonathan Isaac. But enter in Chuma Okeke.
Right.
I see us being in the middle of the pack, another mediocre 7-8 playoff seed, but I think we're going to be a little bit more explosive this year. I truly do believe that this year we might actually be able to beat some teams that we shouldn't be able to beat. Now, whether that means anything as far as playoffs is concerned, I don't know. It's a 72-game schedule. However, the back-to-backs are going to be less. The home games are going to be nicer if we're allowed inside. And I think we're going to score more points this year. And I'm glad we kept Aaron Gordon.
I am too. I was looking at it from the offseason, the fact that he did get injured at probably one of the worst times being in the bubble, that he could not be out there. He had to cheer his team on from the sideline. But you've got guys like Vic Law. You've got guys like Gary Clark, James Ennis. These guys are coming back and still playing. Plus, you add the addition. But with that comes a subtraction. You lost a veteran leader in DJ Augustine. So when I was talking to Cliff, I asked him, I said, with DJ being gone, the oldest man of the group now, who do you expect to kind of pick up that role as far as from a leadership standpoint? And one of the names that he mentioned might shock you. He actually mentioned MCW.
Michael Carter Williams, that wasn't shock me at all.
Okay.
MCW's been, you remember when he was drafted in Milwaukee and he spent a little, floated around a little bit? Is the defense on this team. DJ
Right.
Augustine went to Milwaukee, and I can't blame him. He went on to greener pastures. But that opens up for Cole Anthony and Markelle Fultz to have a 1-2 punch at the guard position. I hope and pray Fournier comes off the bench because that would help Terrence Ross, and that would help that second team when it comes to scoring.
Okay, so you're saying put Cole Anthony alongside Markelle Fultz. Of course, you got Vooch, Aaron Gordon. Are we rolling out James Ennis? Are we rolling out Khem Birch? Who is that fifth missing piece to be your starting five, in your opinion?
I want to say Aminu. I do. But if he could go second string with Fournier and Ross, that gives you defense, rebounding, and points for the second string team. Honestly, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Ennis might actually be better off in the starting position than coming off the bench.
That's going to give a whole new look now to the Magic rolling out this season, because now you're talking about in previous, well, we'll just take last season. You had Markelle, you had Evan, you had Isaac, you had Gordon, and of course you had Vooch. You're only keeping, you're keeping 60% of that. But now you're integrating the new guy in Cole Anthony, their first draft pick, and you're bringing back a guy who he said he was happy and wanted to come back and play for the Magic. So I think now, giving him the half season that he had with them, now rolling into this full season, I think we're going to see a more defensive-minded James Ennis, a guy who is, I'm not going to compare him to Isaac. I just say they're going to be on that same level. We already know he brings the intensity. We already know he's got the skill set. Now that he's got a full season, I am very interested to see how he's going to complement this team.
I want to see how Chuma Okeke has progressed ever since his Achilles injury. I want to see if he's completely healed. He's had a year off. All right. He's had to deal with no smoke for a year. And remember, when we spoke to Mr. Weltman that night in the Amway Arena, he said there was absolutely no way that he was going to be available in the second round. So obviously, he's seeing something that we don't see. I remember Okeke playing for Auburn. I remember when Auburn went to the Final Four, and before they went to the Final Four, he went down. So I know he's a solid player. If they can implement him into the offense, start him off on the second string, and then eventually make him a starter, they have size, they have length. We don't have to worry about rebounding. Vooch doesn't get double teamed all the damn time, and we have the possibility to be explosive. We don't sign the big names like Miami or Toronto or Boston. What we do is we grind. We play 48 minutes of basketball, and we out-thank you. I think this Magic squad has a chance to actually be over 500 this year.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because as great as we know this team can be, and you and I have seen it going into our third season together of the Magic perspective with Alex and Eric, you got to give me the guy that's going to allow Vooch some time to just kind of get his energy back. We know Vooch can play 48 minutes if need be, but we know Coach Cliff doesn't do that. So who is the guy to come in and kind of offset when Vooch is not on the court, yet still be a dominant threat at the center position?
All right. I have nothing against Khem Birch. I like Khem Birch, but I haven't seen him be an offensive threat. It's time for these number one picks to step up. Mo Bamba, I'm calling your name. You were instrumental when it came to voting and registration this year. Off the field, off the court, you good. You got nothing to prove. It's time for you to shine on the court. You've been in the background for a little bit too long. We can't keep coddling these number one picks. Bamba, it's time to step up.
All right, fair enough. Yo, the Magic perspective with Alex and Eric, just giving you guys a taste of what this NBA season is going to bring for our very own Orlando Magic. We trying to get in with the Raptors as well, so let's see what goes down. We might have to create a whole new name for us, but until then, your man Eric Wilson alongside my brother Alex Fleming. We will talk to you guys soon. Everyone have a great day. See ya.